Hello guys, are here and today I'll show you 2 vs 2 31k battle played a few days ago. My side, my ally was RV Heart, here Heartless, and our opponents were Titans Paglia leading Pontus and HOS MGM leading Greece. So I was like, okay, since people don't consider Egypt as a serious 31k faction, I said, okay, Heart, you take Rome, I'll take Egypt, so let's see what happens. Because I'm quite sure that, at least in my hands, Egypt is a tier 1 faction for 31k. Let me introduce armies. I have here fully upgraded chariot archers, general there, because I think that way I'll hide him the best. Fully upgraded 4 chariots, melee chariots, and I have the rest 14 archers with different upgrades, like half are GB2 experience, half are GB1 experience, while Heart here have a standard 14-6 roster with 8 upgrades on his urban cohort general, while all others are GG, it seems. Okay, now we can triple till our opponents deploy too. Yeah, they did deployed. Let's see their armies there. Titans Paglia have 1, 2, 3, 4 archers, GG it seems. He have skidded chariots and he upgraded them. Now, a lot of you probably heard of from some 31k players that in 31k it is good since there is enough money to upgrade chariots, skidded chariots, but I really still don't see the point, because really they can amok from different reasons, so I think it's just a waste of money anyhow. And he have here, I guess, different upgrades on his infantry, but most have all upgrades, perhaps all have all upgrades. MGM have 2 militia cavalry, GG. He have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Cretan archers. It seems also GG, kind of waste of money if you ask me. And the rest are Spartans, I guess most of them GG too, because for this they should have money, so if 12 of them probably. Now I told to Hard that I will send my archers on this flank too, so he need to be careful. I'll be here on my flank. So let's see how this goes. As you can see, I won't hesitate to, and I will immediately go in archer war with my 3 archers, while with others I am deploying. Let me find the best angle. I guess this one is just fine. Yeah, I had immediately flame arrows, because I know that battles can be laggy sometimes, and then in micromanagement you can lose control and not flame chariots in time. They do shoot less accurate and with flaming arrows, but sort of I was ready to sacrifice that for not risking an opportunity to flame chariots when I have a chance. And immediately I sent 2 of my archers to start flaming these chariots here. At this point here they don't have some usage, so why not? Here I'm also shooting this infantry. This one is hell reduced, so now they want to rush this my flank, and hopefully not just to kill my archers, and if I send some chariots to kill them too, which have caves to annihilate my archers, while Paglia would press with his infantry and chariots, his stronger chariots, no doubt. While meanwhile here I wasn't quite. Perhaps it was better to shoot these. I'll tell you the trick later. Than to shoot these GG archers, Cretan. But okay, I was real pressed here, so I had time to react very well. Well, neither will he. These flaming archers there. Okay, now he got one of my archers and killed it, and he made almost he got my chariot archers there. But since they are fully upgraded and they're shooting, they slow down these chariots. They haven't killed some of them. Okay, I managed to escape in time. And now I will just exit skirmish mode here with my archers and try to flame these and to stop them a bit. And he's sending even more, which is very good for me. Hart is very well defending this my flank and plus harassing them there with cavalry, so Hart's doing very good job as an ally there. Plus not engaging, defending my archers. Now there is one already flamed, and these two may be sort of in problem. This one also moke. They lost some men there. Now it would be time to engage this one and to eliminate it, no matter how it's stronger. Plus there's some cavalry. I may have some luck, and to cause the chain effect of mass rout, this one chariot is killing everything on his path. So yeah, these two are pretty much over now, and we can say that we actually won on this flank very decisively. Now remains more or less only infantry once these two are gone. And it's good that I have cavalry there, so we can remove this infantry. He offered me that and I gladly accepted. Well, there they were really slow and they relied too much on archer war, where now I noticed that I should start shooting infantry, not just archers, so I started doing that. And Paglia now have only one chariot left. Actually two, yeah, two. I decided to engage there and to sacrifice one of my chariots, hopefully to among this one. And yeah, Hart started eliminating this infantry there in cavalry. So they were so busy, so confident in strength of their infantry, and they thought if they remove my archers in archer war there, that actually they will win. Well, they didn't count that a lot of my archers will return there. That is one moke. And that actually, since they're reducing numbers of my archers there, they'll shoot longer, because they have to spend their ammunition stay there. That's the mechanics of the Rome Total War game. While they will waste in theirs. Plus they were GG, so yeah, if they remain full in numbers, they'll waste it relatively quickly, and whatever remains of my archers there and these that return sorry, should be actually enough to remove at least Pontic infantry. And in the end, Rome, especially with all Pilla remaining, should be enough to defeat Greece. So you can see, very simple tactic. We have really a trunk of armies there. And Paglia realized that he cannot do anything with his chariot. He is removing it, which was smart to do. Yeah, now they're trying to chase away these archers. What is good at Hart won't engage and won't throw a pillar there on Pontus, but he'll save it for Greece. Now at this point, most of the people will say that Pike team has won, but you will see that it's nothing like that. Now that rush for sure won't work, so I guess they will stop soon, especially as soon as the archers will be threatened, and they are now. Archers doing very good job with cavalry there. And now my archers that returned actually in fight are coming to do the job, plus I have some that remained alive there. Stop chasing this one chariot, no use. Better to shoot some infantry with it. And now now starting to help for the opponent team. Hart will harass them with cavalry while I will shoot them. So whether it will stand still, we won't engage, or since they have no cavalry, and if they stand still, I'll just seek for accurate angles and shoot Pontic infantry. And let's see how much less archers I have here. Perhaps some of these will return. Don't know. Let's say I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 small, 6, and 8 units of archers. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 units of archers. I have 7. Yeah, okay, 7. And 2 chariot archers. Now look at their archers, but I bet that a lot of them are, as these are near to waste their ammunition plus their GG, no use shooting them. It's even better to sacrifice some cav trying to kill them rather than, in this situation, rather than wasting ammunition on them. So they have more missiles, I have less, and they have much stronger infantry at this point. So yeah, this is over, guys. You think so? Yes, many would say. But what's interesting and why I show this battle, okay, I think that it was really good battle. And that a guy that leading Pontus actually accused me. First he accused me that it's stupid bringing missiles in 31k. Okay, then when he realized that his clanmates started bringing missiles, especially against strong teams, where rush is turning into an opportunistic melee engagement, they started bringing missiles. So he changed his narrative and he said that he never claimed that bringing missiles is stupid, but the problem is that missiles in my hands are noobish, which is also very interesting, because they brought some stupid claims that I claimed that I'm the best ever, or that I'm even now the best, which I never said actually. But it is widely known in the community that I'm the ultimate skirmisher around Total War, if not the most recognizable. I won't even say the best, but recognizable in Rome Total War. So just saying that is simply a paradox and stupid, and doesn't hold the truth. And you'll see what will happen with his, and not just his, because I really could annihilate with what he had of my missiles here, and they are kind of have half of munition. They're not full. I could have really annihilated his bronze shields, really, if I wanted. But the fact is that I was shooting all Spartans, because I really, at one point, figured out that it's much better to weaken them than Pontus, because Pontus will flee easily anyway against Rome. So what we're doing is torturing Pontic guy, really. Hard harassing them with cavalry while I'm shooting from the backs or from the flanks, because long range archers can do that no matter how big box you create. Really good job by Hart with his cavalry. At one point he will start, yeah, here he will start attacking infantry too. Yeah, because poor guy couldn't really know from where is coming bigger danger, whether from this cavalry or from my missiles. But okay, let's all for his truth that that I'm noob with missiles. So with much less missiles, let's see what happens. Now, Art was really harassing him badly here. Mm. Yeah, there were some flaming videos. Okay, both sides had, I guess that's it, that is behind us, but they're still holding some grudges, insulting us, and on which we will perhaps respond or won't, because no chance much to respond if the opponents simply flee from any reasonable offer. Uh, in either case, yeah, at this point, I told Hart to start throwing his pillars slowly but surely, not all at once, but one by one, to harass them even more so that I can start shooting Greece, actually. You'll see that they'll start dying too. And yeah, you see, only remains 7 of these, actually 6, these spikes, but they're dying really. And they are all frightened out by chariots or flaming arrows or arrows, whatever, exposed flanks. Information isn't favoring them. Yeah, Hart is doing a real good job by keeping them busy. So while I'm shooting, taking better flanks, so they cannot react while I'm shooting. It's a really good job by Hart there. Really, really good job. I can say that if it's a question would it work if he haven't done properly what I asked of him, and it was not to engage at all. I'll have archers and to slowly throwing pillar, and that he did on his own using his cavalry, but that was really good job. You see how these are dying. At this point, I'll start shooting Spartans. Yeah, see, because I noticed I have a lot of ammunition and was like, no use shooting Pontus, better to shoot these. I mean, because it's good to have some units of Pontus with 30, 40 in the army, because then with good attack, they'll rout quicker, and then we can have momentum of mass routing. Yeah, I managed to drive away this one Spartan unit, and it will probably be annihilated. Yeah, it's fleeing because it's surrounded. While throwing pillar with the others. Yeah, another thing, so not just some crap bullshit as I said in their videos that per se, it's one thing flaming, insulting, but it is one thing saying something stupid like set charge, like I'm mentioning it too much, or don't know. Hell, it's not even my invention, and I mean that every decent player left them about it, because they don't know even about Z charge, obviously. That speaks enough about their skill. And of course, what less pissed me, but that doesn't stand the ground, because in some of my opponents will say that regarding that skirmishing in 31k, okay, no one says that I invented it, but for sure, since I started playing 31k, it became a common thing, especially when the best players playing, and it wasn't that really the case before. I mean, that's not just me. I mean, because CWB players started playing more, and they are skirmish based. And not assaulting anyone, but most of the CWB players, the best players, can at least equally play with the best 31k players. So they definitely changed the meta of 31k, and that's a fact. One thing that I said is that I started first using it widely, and then ever since then, because I was one of the first CW players who started playing 31k more intensively. Then coming more CW players realized the same thing, and they started using it, and now everyone adopted it, and that's a fact. Still, they don't recognize that and laughing about it, but that's their thing. Okay. What's good thing is that my archers are still shooting, and as you can see, I'm not just shooting with them, I'm seeking better angles, of course. And as you can see, with much lesser, once more, with much lesser firepower that we had for the end game, and much lesser melee power we had for the end game, we are changing the odds, as you can see, by simply annihilating this poor fella. I'm glad really that on his skin this is showed, because he was the most loud speaking those, at least to say inaccurate things, if not bullshit. Note once more that in his mind he's very elite. I'm not saying that some of the Titans players, whether they like me or not, probably not, are really elite in 31k, like Sparky, Muhammad. They can say even Bobo for some certain factions. Of course, Beast, who doesn't play anymore, but for sure that this guy isn't elite. Question is he even very good or even good tire in 31k only? For CWB, I won't even mention. Now, while we are clan CWP clan initially, which obviously play 31k well, I'll say. I need to say elite because that's not accurate. Now I'm resting my troops because I don't want to be rushed. Actually, I really want to use every of my arrows, because they're effective or ineffective. I really wonder what was in his mind when this was happening to him, because he was the most loud saying that, as I said first, that archers are useless, and then he changed his narrative and said that they're useless in my hands, which obviously showed opposite, I guess, in this battle. Yeah, okay, Hart is slowing them down with their recovery, which actually turned to be good. This one will return. I'm shooting them from behind, of course. We are in the best position to charge these archers. I don't know about Hart, but I was like, let those archers, because they will help us in causing mass rout for the end game. Yeah, and you can see that they are everywhere from shooting. Let's see here, there are a lot of Spartans too. And bronze shields are countless dead. Now he's chasing. He decided to use this chariot on my general chariot archer that has no ammunition left. Pretty interesting choice for an elite player. And okay, he will cut it. Okay, why not? But this became quite useless unit. And now it's time to retaliate.
But will this bring victory? Oh, cause your men to turn.
Yeah, this narrator said a good thing, that my general sacrificed himself, and will this turn on good or not? Sorry. And now Hart is harassing them, throwing pillar. And he's really doing a good job by these surrounding formations, because like that it's harder for them to effectively rush. And they're starting becoming desynchronized. And yeah, I finally drive away these archers because they really were alone, so okay, why not? My archers are still shooting, which is interesting, while theirs are no more, and all were out of ammunition. So this is something obviously that Paglia cannot understand. Or perhaps he will. over time when he gets experience, but the problem is that he is too loud and he's barking too much and don't know many things and tricks like this. Yeah, like, okay, shoot my archers, but in the end I will have more of them, and in the end you will be surrounded and be shot. Something he obviously don't understand. He believes that just doing simple archer war and exchanging missiles, that's it, and for the end they will have stronger melee and they will win. That's not how the thing's working. Now he's making a no box while all my archers are there, which is pretty interesting. Offering again the butts of his infantry. He likes to do that obviously a lot. He did that, if you remember, I said in first battle I uploaded, but the faggot asked to be removed. Yeah, 3 of my units still shooting. Okay, 2 now. And look at how this battle was long. Now we'll annihilate some Spartans there, while Hart will move his infantry, start threatening. Okay, now we can triple, because nothing much will happen. They are in that no box, waiting a doomsday, or doom's moment to say. Now he told me that he had still 4 of his urbans to throw pillar, and yeah, he will do this now. What's pretty much interesting is that Hart didn't lost any unit, actually 1 cavalry only for this entire battle. Of course that doesn't go that I fought alone against them. His roles were crucial in helping these to remove entire flank and defending my missiles, and of course not engaging till the end. See, their bodies are everywhere. That's kind of battle I like to see. And that's obviously that a lot of these guys cannot understand. Okay, that can annoy them, but obviously that is working. And I think that it's much fairer to say that, okay, I don't know to play with Egypt, and I won't take, just saying it's bullshit faction, and they cannot do anything, or okay, you won because we played stupid. Yeah, no, these guys haven't played stupid at all. They played decent. So it's simple. If you don't know something to do, just say it. That doesn't mean that other people don't know. Especially those where you claim that are noobs or something, and yet they are kicking your butts over and over again. Not to mention this guy lost against Ara, who have very little 31 key experience with Macedon against Armenia. Yeah, of course I'm told too hard to attack like this with urban synthesis pseudo and from multiple sides, because that's the best way to break. See, some of them are routing because he already stuck his urbans in their formation, and at one point, of course, he can simply open his pseudos once this formation is broken and simply enter there. Once Spartan formation is glitched enough. I guess the tunnel infantry would have feed them, but yeah, I want to keep my chariots there and keep them frightened. Lowering their morale, and of course now surrounded with cavalry and these archers can be really good in melee for the end. Yeah, good charge now, and yeah, now everything will start routing. And that's it, I guess, ladies and gentlemen, GG. Okay, MGM had to rush because he had something to do, so this wasn't really a rage quit. It was a GG that these guys gave us. And that's why I uploaded it. Well, it wasn't just for the sake of trolling, I just had to walk through some small trolling, because this was a perfect example showing that what this guy and similar to him were saying, that simply doesn't hold truth. But anyway, GG, and I hope you enjoyed, guys. See you soon.